come back to read or not to read. I'm going to murder this fly. I have so many thoughts. And to be honest, I'm a little disappointed. Like, not in the book necessarily, but in the characters, but also kind of in the book. I feel let down. Do you feel the same way?
I feel like if last week's chapters was where we started the beginning of this week's chapters, it would have been good.
To have another set of chapters after this.
I think but where this week started, if it would have been spread out over the 17 chapters versus 9 chapters. Sorry, if it would have been spread out over 19 chapters over the 9 chapters, it would have been good.
Yeah,
if it didn't get its full book.
Like, they had figured out who each other was at the beginning of the second book.
But almost like every major plot point only got like one short little chapter.
Yeah.
Which, we got a lot of resolution. Oh my god.
I feel like it could have been flushed out a lot more. We have spent less time debate, because we spend so much time debating, do I tell him, do I not tell him? That becomes the actual enemy in the book. And we
had so many enemies.
I don't care about written at all. I'm just like, dude, go away. You're being creepy. Like, it's just like, he's not the villain. It's not like, oh, we have to defeat the villain. It's like, dude, go away.
It's completely unnecessary.
Yeah. That's how I feel.
He was literally just thrown in there to make you jealous. Literally just thrown in there for a jealousy plot. Like, almost.
Well, it's
not jealousy.
It's not even jealousy. That's
but for an option. Like, to give her like almost another option.
It's thrown in there to need a bad guy. And like, they became their own worst enemies anyway, so we didn't really need.
I feel like what this really needed was a trilogy instead of a duology. And then, like, we already committed to the duology, and then I feel like this would have been a better trilogy.
Did you read the last part?
Yeah.
There's another duology after this. But it's not necessarily connected to this story plot. I'm pretty sure it's going to be about Rena and Drake.
Yeah, but still, I feel like this would have been better.
It wouldn't have had to have been a trilogy. It's just
10 more chapters.
They should have figured it. They should have told each other who they were at the beginning of this book.
There's probably like 10 chapters with this weren't needed. Oh, will they, won't they kind of thing.
Yeah, the will they, won't they was definitely overdrawn out.
That's okay.
But some people really like that. I'm not a will they, won't they, because it's on the second will you, won't you, if you don't make up your bloody mind, I'm done. I'm done with you. The answer's no. If you don't make up your mind on the second will I, won't I, then the answer's no.
You know what, let me just ask you. What's your, I know you're not really probably into this. What is your, oh god, I'm a Scorpio and I can't think of the terminology. What are you?
Oh, I'm a Cancer.
I don't think with that fire sign or something.
It's a crab. That's all I know.
To me, you should be a earth sign. That's very interesting. Huh.
I don't know what any of that means.
That's okay. I barely know what it means anyway. I was just curious all of a sudden. I should probably know that, but you know what it is. It is what it is.
Why did you know that?
We've been friends for a long time. I know what Garrett's is.
But you know my personality without knowing my birthday before you do that.
I'm having your birthday. I just haven't looked at what sign your birthday is. I just like looking at it. I just get curious, because sometimes I line up very much with my traits for my sign. I'm not saying they're accurate. I'm just saying
It's fun when they do match.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's fun.
But
you're not an Earth, and I feel like you match very much with the Earth. I was just watching a video earlier, which is like, this guy was like playing with her. He's like, I think we should break up, like be in tech. She's like, okay, that's all you have to say.
Yes,
blah.
100%.
She was a Taurus. I'm like, okay.
I'm just a low BS on a Richter scale. I can't do it.
I had a hard time even with that too. Like, okay, say you're done, you're done. Like, okay, that's now I'm like that. I didn't used to be like that. I really wish I used to.
I just thought you could influence everybody. Plus, learning from Zama.
Anywho, but yes. Long story short, this should have either been a trilogy, or we should have done away with the Will They Won't They for like 10 of the chapters.
I'd go so far as about 30 of the chapters. We get randomly well, but anyway, chapter 61.
It's not ours.
Did I say welcome to reader, not to reader? This will be in This is the last chapter.
We need something all to make sense. We don't know. We're just babbling.
This is the last chapter chunk for the second book of the Black Tulip Chronicles. Yeah. They just saved Vera from the Shadow Daddy King man.
He is not Shadow Daddy.
He's not.
No.
He's just old and weird.
No.
They use that term and none of them are actual dads. I know that's not the point, but still.
I mean, we're not going there. We're not having this conversation. My aunt wants to watch these. I can't have this conversation, okay?
Why is everybody so incestuous? That's so weird.
That is weird. I do agree on that.
That's weird.
I do not fall into that.
Like, why?
Calling your partner daddy is weird. I will say that.
It's weird.
Like, you do you boo. Don't involve me in it. You do you boo. I like the term shadow daddy. Like, it's fun.
It's just fun to say.
But in the bedroom, absolutely.
Unless your person is a literal father and you're calling him daddy because that's what your children call him, please stop.
At least in public.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
Don't do it.
Listen to it.
Anyway, thank you for coming to our TED. Chapter 61. They rescued Vera. They're here. And of course, they're like, oh, we're in love. Love, but I don't care who knows it. Maybe that movie. Elves. You lose. It's Christmas in July. It's not July yet.
Barely not July.
So they're planning their wedding. They're talking about, like, we really need to get married, like, now, because we have to bridge and, say to everybody.
The wedding is like a stretch. We're talking that we have to have a...
They think they have to get married before they can bridge. But they're like, that's not technically in the rules. So they're kind of debating, well, why don't we just do it now? And then I can't bring I need the flower. Which, when I reread it, I was like, you're in the Lucent Mountains, which is where the flowers are. Why didn't you just go get another flower?
So I understand his viewpoint. He wanted to do it the traditional way so she wouldn't be freaking stoned at the castle when he brought her back.
I mean, yeah, but life or death situations. Like,
I mean, it's not like they made it very far anyway. Slip over a freaking page and guess who freaking tracked them down?
I know. Another thing that I take issue with, why do we keep parking our dragons so far away from where we're going? Why are they a half a day's walk away from their getaway car?
Why don't we keep somebody with them and have some sort of magic? Like, we have somebody with plenty of lucid magic to shoot freaking fireworks up. Like,
I know.
Dragons. And maybe have like ladders to climb up with. Like, even if we don't have a landing space, we just drop down, pick you up.
Like, don't understand why we're parking our dragons.
That little whistle. Like, there's just so many options, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, so.
Anywho. And yeah, if he pops, Mr. Evil Man pops up again.
And he's not even evil. He's just creepy in this point. Yes. Lyra gets kidnapped again. So their whole rush off to go find her was pointless at this point.
And he's being like very aggressive with her too. Like Winston is like
he's choking her with shadows.
Yeah, and like is someone who's like trying to like romance somebody. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
this is not fun. This is not sexy. Like, you're literally like threatening to kill her, then be like, marry me, I'll love you and adore you forever, and all you want. I kill you.
But yeah, he's like, he's basically, he's like trying to love bomb / manipulate her into being like, I know, listen, if you would just do what I would say, then I could be the sweetest, greatest person ever. But because you won't go out with me, I have to be forceful. I'm like, if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. Like, it's just aggressively a red flag. So she gets kidnapped again, and then Darby, Ross, and Icar get sent to jail.
Straight up just shipped off.
Yeah.
Not even sent to jail. It's not even like the right term yet.
Yeah. So that's basically the end of
Chapter 61.
chapter 61.
And then we're wake up as Icar, they're all in a freaking wagon getting hauled off to who knows where. Then they wake up and get kicked around for a bit. This all irritates me so much.
Still. No, this sorry excuse for a human being, which I'm really, really mad at how she ends up, because I told you it was going to happen, and I'm mad about it. This irredeemable sack of poop comes. I'm so glad you're better. I've been planning our wedding. I've been completely delusional, and I turned you over to the evil Shadow King, and everybody's coming to attack you, including my uncle, because I ratted you out. But if you could marry me, it'll solve everybody's problems. That'd be great. Okay. She had so much potential to be an actual bad guy, and they turned her into a simpering, oh, he doesn't love me. No! No! Nadia can go take a rock. And then that's basically what Igor tells her. He's like, you psychotic B-word, leave me alone. Everybody's about to die because of you. Straight up. It's literally because of her. Mm-hmm. She's the one that sold the list of tulips. She's the one that did literally everything. She's the one that told the kings that Icar was stuck. She's the one that made the deal with her uncle to get her onto the throne. She's the one that gave what's his face the tulip. That'll come in a minute. And it's just,
she's the one who sent Renton after these people. Yeah. She's the one that keeps repeatedly giving Renton their location.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Oh! I hate Nadia more than
after seeing the shadows actively dance around that man.
Yes. And the way they write her right now, it just come out of the motivation of, I want power, and I don't care who's the gift to me. I want power. It would make more sense for her to be going after Renton than it does for her to still. But you don't. You obviously know you can't fix the kingdom. So for her to be like, we're gonna fix our kingdom together. Greg, you don't have any magic anymore. What are you talking about? But like, this is just, no.
Mm-hmm. So he marches off.
Yeah. To go talk to go check it. Yeah.
He's like, you know what's going on? He's like, yes, of course I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Excuse you. How dare you accuse me of not knowing what's going on right now?
Kind of good.
Poor Jeff.
I feel like we don't get a whole lot of resolution with Gentleman either. We don't figure out what exactly he is.
No.
We don't know where he came from. We don't know how he knows all this stuff. For him to know all of the stuff that he knows simply by reading a book doesn't make sense. You're telling me in the last 400 years, not another person found the books that he knows or knows the history that he knows, and not even the last 400 years, the last 200 years, because they were marrying tulips up to 200 years ago. And he's the only one in the entire kingdom that knows how to fix this. That doesn't make sense.
Does that make sense?
Like, I'm thinking 200 years. It's 2026. So 200 years ago, it's 1526. That's not that long ago.
We had history from then. Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't just have history from the books. We have history passed down
Because like, at the same time, I mean, it's kind of like the winners are the ones who write history too. Like if you look at World War II, there's a lot of debate about what happened.
I don't know, but my grandma was born, she's 97.
Right?
So that would have been her parents. Her parents talking to her, talking to me. That's only 4 generations. And you've lost everything. I literally had to do school reports, talk to your grandparents, and they're telling me about their parents in the 1800s. 200 years is not that long.
We feel aggressive from this.
We feel aggressive.
So essentially, he's trying to like plan to go back and fight everyone, all the big bad evil in the mountains, and then just gets arrested. Waylon comes in like arrest him.
Yeah. So he went to Jethadon to ask, "Hey, I need all of your clone fighting stuff like right now. We're all about to die right now." And then Waylon, Nadia's uncle, bursts into the room and says, "You're not the king anymore. We took a vote." Like, that's not how being a king works, but okay. And they specifically say 3 out of 4 kings, obviously alluding to Drade not voting for it. We already knew that. I feel like some of this is over-explained. Like, the reader's not dumb. We can infer things.
Well,
Some things aren't explained the way they need to be. Yeah. Like, some of the, like, emotional humans,
I could agree on that. Yeah,
but we already know that.
some people like reading emotions, so not us.
Emotions are like cuties. But yeah, Waylon comes and arrests the king and throws him in the dungeon.
Him and Tiffany.
Yeah, him and Jess are in the dungeon.
And they're just like, what are we doing now? Like, I don't know, man. Guess you failed. I don't know, man.
Guess we're just in the dungeon. And then he kind of goes into, Icar explains to Jethan who Renton is and says that Renton was the original king's twin brother. They explain that part. And he kind of like asks, like, is he really the rightful king? And Jeff's like, no. His father, the king, chose his brother, and Lucinda also chose his brother, but his dad, the king, chose the king before. Like, this line of succession, I don't understand why that's in question. You don't just get to say, I think I'm the better person, therefore I think I get to be king. It's not how that works. I'm sorry, that's just simply not how it works. So I don't understand the question here.
The only thing I can think is that it's traditionally passed down to the oldest brother.
I mean, yeah, if you happen to be the older twin, it's fine, but still, the king said you're the king.
Yeah.
For a reason.
Yeah.
And then you fought a civil war over it and lost. Just accept that you lost and move on. Like,
yeah.
Stop it. Like, just stop. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, dude, go away. It's like, we were talking. Could you go away? That's how it feels. So you just don't feel like the bad guy presence. It just feels like annoying.
Like some drunk guy at a bar.
Yeah, it's a creepy uncle. That's just exactly what it is. I'm like, dude, go away. Oh. But anyhow, on to Nadiette's chapter, which is chapter 63, which just thoroughly ruffled my feathers. My feathers have been ruffled, Kayla, and not in a good way. If I was a rupee, I'd be all, okay.
Oh, not worried.
Nadiette goes into the throne room, and she said, you only gave him, like, 2 seconds to decide if he wanted to marry me. I didn't have time. Girl, it's been months. Nobody wants you. Go away. Yeah. And that's basically what Waylon says. He goes, shut up, Toby. Like, just go away. And then Renton comes in, and Waylon's like, why are you here? And Renton goes, ah! And Waylon dies.
Well, Nadia just stands and like, like they didn't.
Yeah, well, something Nadia had left the room and was like peeking through the door. She was watching it from behind the door. She's like, oh no, what have I done? Oh, I don't know. You trusted people that you had no idea who they were. You literally betrayed the king, and the man you love to gain power for yourself. You've just been a jealous hoe this whole time. And I don't know, committing treason and usurping the king you claim to love. You didn't think I was going to come back and bite you in the butt? Like, look, I have no sympathy for Nadia at all. Not a single lick. But then she gets this stupid, can't change what I've done, but maybe I can help in the end. No, there's no redemption for this. There shouldn't be any redemption for this, but there is. So she goes to go get Drake.
Well, lots of spoil that. Doesn't do anything. He was probably already freaking there.
Oh, she was already there.
It doesn't do
She just
anything.
wants to go tell him, hey, this guy's bad. No, nah, Sherlock Holmes, we already knew that. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Everybody knew that, except for you.
I'm someone's slightly smarter. Dr. Vera.
Dr.
Didn't
Vera.
do before.
Here is the sound.
He's just waiting out. Vera was sad.
Yeah, so when we left Vera off the last one, Brittany kind of went on her head and she went knocked out. So Vera's been in magical sleep time.
Which means that she can magic walk over to my door and not be sad and
So that.
We're understanding like 2 whole days. 2 whole days. She's been out for 2 whole days.
But she's in the castle.
She's in the castle.
She's in the castle. Everybody's in the same spot. Like, we're all here together. We're just in different rooms. What cats do. Should we watch that?
I don't know. Oh.
And so we're all in the castle together. We're all here. We're all in the same space. And she wakes up and she's like, oh no, I'm either going to be married to Icar or married to Crackhead. I'm like, you do realize there's so many other options, right? Like, so many other options.
Shit. Only options. I love get married.
But Anna, I'm very irritated by so many options that you could do besides run away,
Run away?
kill him. I don't know. There's so many options.
Nope. This not spring open. No, we just gotta marry somebody.
So she's kind of seen, oh, what was me in her little room with a ginormous bed.
Okay, roll over on 5 times. Yeah. I feel like so many people do that. It's very interesting thinking in the bed. Like at first, why did everyone like I could roll over? So
Well, if you realize how big of a bed that is, that's completely unnecessary.
yeah.
As someone who likes to sleep on the edge of the bed, not for the edge of the bed, but for the edge of the blankets, I can stick a leg out if I get hot or an arm out. I'm like, if I was in the middle of a ginormous bed, I would feel claustrophobic. I really got it.
Blanket.
It's too much blanket. It's aggressive.
You have to have like a holy blanket.
Or like a separated blanket, like a section maybe. I don't know. It'd be weird.
Remember like my sleeping bag has like those zipper things where you like have like an air vent?
But anyhow, Tatiana comes to the door. She's like, why are you here? I told you to hide. And Vera's like, oh, why are you here?
You're not dead. Why are you here?
And it's still
Don't
hasn't clicked in her brain, her stupid little brain.
It's worse than that. It's so much worse than that.
It gets worse. It's just, I don't, and the timeline on Tatiana doesn't make sense either.
No.
Because, okay, Tatiana walks up in the room, she gets Vera out of the room, shaking her through the castle, and then they start fighting each other because Tatiana's a bad guy. Fuck, we never would have guessed. Oh no, Tatiana's a bad guy. And she's still trying to convince herself that Tatiana is legitimately jealous about Renton. Like she likes him. And Vera's like, well, you can marry him. I don't want him. Girl, this woman has been lying to you your entire life. Your entire life. It doesn't, she was bad before Renton even came on the scene. Because Britain only came back to this world a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
She's been lying to her since she was like 8.
Mhm.
The woman is 30. So why was she bad before?
That's the question. Maybe she thought she could attract the king herself, maybe? She's obviously in it for power.
Unless there's some
I
backstory
want to
that
know
we
how
don't
long
know about
Rachel up in the thing now.
her whole life.
That's her whole life. I want to know how many generations it's been a thing.
Since Tatiana came on the scene 200 years ago.
Actually, is she 200 years old?
That's what she said. She was the first one to come back.
Hmm.
So unless there's some backstory that we missed or it's just not explained here that Tatiana's been talking and written this whole time, which I'm pretty sure is not in there,
Mm-hmm.
then her being bad before doesn't make any sense. But anywho, obviously we've known Tatiana's been bad since literally the first chapter of the first book. Vera's finally figured this out. Oh, this woman that let me starve and fight for my life on the street just might be a bad person.
Possible she's older than just saying.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many things that needed to be flushed out that we just don't.
I didn't think about
It's
that.
not talked about.
I guess she's probably older than. She's older than she's saying. She has to be. She has to have been there from the first time Regan came around.
That would make sense. But
They can live that long. I don't know how long they can live this.
actually, they.
I don't know how long they live. They make them stand in the world,
But if she had, then she would be trapped on the other side of the little wall thing that they made. And if she had, why didn't she get?
not if she didn't use flow. It sounded like only people specifically connected to the flow got like that. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
It's definitely missing information.
Trilogy.
It's like
I feel like this should have been. I think this very easily could have turned into a whole like Mossiverse like kind of thing.
oh, there's tons of stuff to flush out here that we could talk
Tons.
about, but we could.
This could have been a whole
Yeah.
universe. A whole universe. This is a whole other Pharaoh.
Yeah.
On top of the shower room that they got sent to.
Oh, maybe do a whole nother book about which they put the wall back up and they're on the other side and have to go do stuff. There's stuff over there. There's stuff over here. So much we get to talk about.
So much. Go back to the
I'm
just like there's so much we can do.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnson's mentioning we have to go sassafras the shifter people and say, hey, don't be dumb. I'm the king. Like there's so much. That's just simply not wrapped up in a nice little zip tie.
We need to go and defeat the glow like God eventually too. More than
Yeah.
that.
Like he's still around. We didn't defeat Gloam. We just defeated Britain.
Mhm.
It was not Gloam in and of itself. And the world wasn't perfect before Lucentia gave them magic, so we've solved those problems.
Mhm.
We have to solve the problems of the low kings who literally committed treason and rebelled against you. We have to talk about trade. We have to talk about so many things. And I just remembered. What happened to the guy she was with and had a crush on at the beginning of the book?
Oh, he's vanished.
We just left him out in the woods. Where did he go?
Into the woods.
Yeah, we saw that. Well, and we don't. There's so many times where they're like, "I want to ask that question later," and we're like, "Okay, yeah, let's talk about it later." We just haven't talked about it. Like, what's Snake's taking the love potion? Are you not gonna tell us why?
So much. This. I love the book, but I love the world.
Yes, that's why I'm glad because I want more.
Why?
I want to know what happened.
To us. We loved it.
The only reason I'm mad is because I didn't get all the answers to the questions that I have. Because I was invested in the story.
The only reason we're mad is because of the duology with too much emotion and not enough story. That's it. Yeah, the story is good.
Yeah. I just want to know the rest of it. The rest of the story. You need to know. Oh, okay. Anyhow, Avira kills Tatiana.
Yeah.
Stabby stab, Tatiana.
Stabby stab. And Princeton. He's like, yes, okay. That's good that you killed him.
Yeah, Rick was standing there watching the whole thing. He's like, what? Oh, okay. I knew you were the one for me. And she's like, ugh.
And which is crazier, because, like, he could have had Tulip this whole time.
Yeah, so that's basically what Tatiana is saying. The reason Tatiana is attacking Vera is because she's like, he's been with me this whole time and has not chosen to bridge with me. He wants you. All he talks about is you. There's too many jealous women in this book, and it's irritating me. It's like, we're in our independent era, okay? Stop it.
Silly.
It's just
Silly women.
chapter 60. They're both asleep now.
And
And they're not matching the Scully sleep. So it's from iHeart's POV. And they run to each other in their dreams and fall into each other's arms. I missed you, buddy boo. They
why not?
no, it's not that disgusting. Sorry.
This is what you said.
What's that from? Oh, that's from Not Losing Guy in 10 days. Bitty boo. That movie's hilarious. It's a great movie.
But he's like, you're not being yourself. She's like, kill someone.
He's like, what's wrong? You got an off vibe, sis. And she's like, I killed Tatiana. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. You protected yourself, so it's fine. And he basically says, what's Ritten's plan? And she's like, we gotta get married. And he's like, well, that's not good.
So sad. Okay, wake up, Dad.
Yep, then I go wakes up. That's pretty much the end of that chapter. Chapter 66. We're back on Vera. They've given her a cool dress to wear for her wedding. It's a black spider silk dressing with a slit up her thigh. She does not like that fashion choice, so she sews up the slit in rebellion. Huzzah.
I cannot be sexy for this wedding.
No. She's got her dress. She has made it less revealing. Old creepy Uncle Ben comes in. You look so good, girl. I love that dress on you.
We get whisked out to our wedding.
Yes, we're going to the wedding. The road to the chapel, we're gonna get married. Or die. Who knows?
To our creepy uncle.
Yes, to our creepy uncle-in-law.
Ugh. None of this is great.
It's not great.
I'm not happy.
No, it's not. It's not looking
Whole kingdom's there. We got like 20 originators, including Nadia, ready to be sacrificed because how dare they, in honor of them killing the tulips, like, oh, they all have to die. It says Rington.
Yeah, so Ritten's kind of trying to play devil's advocate, kind of. He's like, it's your people's fault the tulips aren't what they're supposed to be because you let the originators take over. When it's, while true, doesn't negate the fact that you literally made a deal with the devil and are trying to take over the entire kingdom. Okay? Two wrongs don't make a right, my friends. That's not how that works. It's just like, ooh, okay. Like, that's what I'm saying. He's just annoying. Like, he's not creepy. He's just like, no, you took the information and just decided on the wrong answer. I'm confused about how we got so confused about what the right answer is. Because all he has on his side is, Daddy should have made me king. And he didn't. And he loved my little brother better than me. Like, that's it. That's the extent of his villain origin story. That's what he's got. And it's really rude and annoying. It's just,
Got locked behind a wall for a few years and then.
or because he tried to kill everybody.
That's it.
He really has no validation. There's no reason for him to be doing this. Yeah. So Vera's picturing the, oh no, I really am the tulip who's going to marry the Shadow King and ruin all of society. The prophecy was true. What Odella showed me was true. This is just the worst.
What am I gonna do?
And that's the end of chapter 66.
Then we're back at my car.
Chapter 67. Icar has another existential crisis.
Shocker.
Shocker, shocker.
Which is hell, though. Yeah. His woman's up there and about to get married, and he's like, I can't fight. I'm tied up. Everyone's about to die. I'm losing everything. Oh no. I'd probably also be having an existential crisis. I haven't relaxed. I had this because my air conditioning broke down. What are you talking about? That's not how you
First, so yes, Gentleman and Icar are brought into the throne room to witness the marriage.
I thought we were outside.
Oh no, because they heard glass breaking. They're inside somewhere to get married. They brought him in the doors.
Oh, you're right. I thought we were outside this whole time.
Well,
Oh, I just made up stuff.
we're inside to get married. I'm picturing the scene from Shrek. With a big glass window, and they're all there.
See, my brain's like, oh yeah, execution, courtyard.
Oh,
So
and it does make sense to have so many people in there. It's a really big room.
It's really
We are
big.
inside.
No, you're right. Yeah, let's then read. My brain's like, oh my god, so much is happening. Where we're at, it doesn't matter. We're just outside.
So many things.
There's more sense to be outside with all this battle happening, but okay.
It does. It's just a really big room. I think the battle itself might have flown out to be outside, possibly. But right now, we're inside.
Like, that shadows. Anyway,
He's making the shadows.
anyway.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. Yeah, you just dragged it there.
Him and Jeff and him basically saying goodbye. Like, it was nice knowing you, dude. So, yeah, like, we're gonna die. Because they see all the originators lined up to die, and they see Vera up on the stage about to marry what's his face.
Why do all of the animals just assume that I can be nothing not here to pet me?
They're like Thor's hammer. You summon them with the hand out and go boing. And that's the end of chapter 67.
And so we're on 68.
68, back to Vera.
Back to Vera.
Her and Icar. Oh, no, I only have ice for you, and this is going to be my last moments or your last moments. We must look at each other's faces for as long as possible.
And then Renton trying to be like, I'm not the bad guy. I didn't order for Icar to be killed. The
Yeah.
paintings did. You blamed them. I'm not the bad guy. Like, Mr. Creepy Uncle, we don't care.
Yeah.
You're still ordering him to save and kill.
Pretty much.
Literally doesn't matter.
Well, he's saying he was the reason they were captured. But he is the one that's going to kill him, so I don't understand the relevance of that. Like, anything he says just doesn't make sense. So I don't understand why he expects her to think that it makes sense. She's stupid.
But
You would think after being around for 400 years, he would have better reasons for things. But he does not. And then he tells Adira, he's like, I'm not completely heartless. I won't make you watch him get beheaded. Because he's a nice guy. I mean, Adira's like, dude, no, what? And then
we proceed to the wedding.
Yeah, then they get married. They legitimately get married.
Legitimately get married.
Even sealed the kiss. And then he brings out a tulip and starts trying to bridge with her. And of course, she's fighting it. So he starts
Like threatening the
threatening to
crown.
kill
And we
everybody.
finally care about someone other than Icar's life.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, after threats people around me, do I choose the entire these people in front of me's lives? Or the entire kingdom embrace with this evil man? Which down the line, I feel like the best choice would have been to just let the people in front of you die.
Yeah, I feel like the best choice would be to let a couple people die and let him know that you're really not going to do it. And then move on from there.
Let's go find a different tool.
Exactly.
And of course, who comes to our rescue? Right before we touch the tulip, we're about to bridge.
She's like resisting the bridging. So apparently the bridging has to be like actively participating on both sides. And she's not doing it. So that's why he starts killing people. And then Darby and Ross bust in.
Oh, wait.
First Ray bust in first.
Ruby.
Oh,
Ruby sleuths in.
somebody busts in.
Ruby swoops in and pays it in. I think that she runs off with the tulip, and then that gives everyone else a chance to be like heroic. And I think, hold on.
Did Ruby steal the tulip they were playing with, or did she bring in another tulip?
No, she takes the tulip.
Okay. Yeah, Ruby steals the tulip.
A little too late, but
Vera kind of did like a little thing with Lucian, and it made And Renton kind of like stumble a little bit and they drop the tulip. So Ruby picks it up and goes and brings it to Icar. So Icar has the tulip now. So their little bridging thing stops because they're not both touching the flower.
Yeah.
And then Darby and Ross bust in. And then they start fighting people.
Everyone's fighting.
Everybody's fighting.
Fight. And then just turns into pure chaos.
Pure chaos.
Charred beasts everywhere. This is why I thought it was outside, because there's freaking hawks, there's freaking charred beasts, and there's like glass monsters like everywhere.
Which I understand the need for like a big battle, but I don't like reading or watching chaos battles. It makes my brain just go fuzzy until it's over. Like, I'm not paying attention to anything. Just tell me the important parts. I don't want to read the battle. Which there's not a whole lot of reading of the battle other than everybody's fighting. It's just makes my brain go fuzzy and I don't like it.
Yeah, but essentially, they're trying to battle. Everyone's going at it. Renton's like actively like, trying to force her to bridge this entire time while like, she's trying to make her way over to and touch the tulip.
Yep.
With Icar.
Yep.
Renton's making it very difficult.
Yep. And then Drake comes in. Drake comes in, sword a-swinging, and starts fighting Renton, which distracts him enough. Drake fighting Renton distracts him enough from trying to bridge that Vera is able to undo the little bit of bridging that they've already done and make her way towards Icar. And she's shooting off. She's trying to pull and give Lucent to all the originators that they can. She's trying to give Lucent to Drake and Icar and Darby and Ross. Literally everybody. And then so she makes it to Icar and they start to bridge. And there's kind of this little tug of war bridge thing that goes on. Long story short, obviously, her and Icar bridge the rest of the way. And then old Renton turns to dust.
So whoever bridges with her is stronger at that point, and he's able to use that in a delusion to dead.
He goes, Poof. Like the dust he should be because he's 400 years old. Mm-hmm. That summed up that pretty fast.
Yeah, we already went.
Chapter 69.
We're already in chapter.
Oh, 69. That kind of covers both of them.
And then he goes like, "I am your king, y'all freaking mutiny, freaking people. Kneel. I am your king. She's wanted to be your queen. We saved your lives. Y'all need to kneel now."
Yeah, so Leyland's dead, obviously, but the other three kings, he says, you're low kings again. I'm the high king. Get it together. And they all kneel. Mm-hmm. Drake's kind of saucy about it, which, honestly, I feel like he has a right to be a little saucy about it.
That's his, yeah, he was there first.
He literally just saved your life and Vera's life and literally everybody's life and has been on your side this whole time. And your first words back to him were, kneel! I get it. I understand, but I also understand Drake's position. Like, it could have been a little more grateful. Like, the other two, fine. Force them to kneel. But can we not, make him a middle king? Instead of just back on the same level with these treasonous bastards who tried to murder you? Like, is there no redemption there at all? None at all? No reward for
not even just upgrading him so much as acknowledging his loyalty.
Exactly, acknowledging the loyalty from the get-go. I feel like he did trade dirty. You could have acknowledged it and pointed it out and been like, this guy is a real one. He's my second in command king. You people suck. Like, you could have done something like that. If anything ever happens to me, it goes to him. You don't have a choice.
When he doesn't pick either.
If I die without a kid, you.
He doesn't pick. Remember, the magic picks.
I know, but still. Magic would pick trade. I'm team trading. Let's do it.
So everybody kneels. All the originators, all the magic, I'm immediately rushing back. I'm immediately So originators are just shooting tulips into the air in honor of the new tulip, including freaking presidents. And then they're trying to be romantic. I'm not sorry for killing your husband.
Yeah, they're having their little moment. Oh, we finally get to be together. Which I understand. And the romance girlies are gonna love it. I'm just like, okay, fine. Kiss, be together, and just stop questioning it. I'm so tired of the will they won't they. We've finally plucked the last flower petal and he ended on he loves me, okay? We're done. Yeah. So that's the end of the book, technically. And then there's an epilogue.
Well,
Did you read the epilogue?
yeah, I did. So, I'm trying to think if there was anything else.
Not really. It's in the epilogue.
Wait, then such a rule breaker.
Yeah.
That's such a just giant party. Getting crowned.
Yeah, so they kind of have a little bit of closure in the epilogue. They're at the wedding. They're at Vera and Icar's wedding. It's the epilogue. The kingdom is back to relatively normal. Some parts of the kingdom require a little more therapy from the ones that were more gloom entrenched who require a little more work to make them back to normal. That's fine. Vera and Icar are married. Nadia stepped down from head originator. You should be on. They forgave her because she went and got Drake and said these guys are bad guys. Not only that, her family is still in charge of that kingdom. The entire family should be going, no, you're done. I don't understand. That makes no sense. That's simply no.
No.
And Nadia should be executed. For treason.
Well, multiple counts.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, putting the tulips on a hit list. I don't know if they ever figure out that it was her that did that. They don't talk about it. She hasn't paid for that crime.
Or putting a hit on your king.
Hit on the king, hit on the tulips, siding with the enemy, literally, she didn't get her comeuppance, and it makes me mad. She did not get what she deserves. Anyway, Mama Teen is there. She says, make babies, chop, chop, I want grandchildren. And then Rena, Vera was trying to hook up Rena and Dre. And then they ride off to the sunset together. And then at the end of it, and like not part of the epilogue, the back chapters of the book, the back couple pages says there is another duology. It's all it says that we follow its favorite characters from this book. So I'm assuming it's going to be about Rena and Dre. That makes sense. I don't know. It's not technically part of this duology. It's another duology, same world, different storyline. So that's the end of that. And they lived happily ever after.
I would stay to read. I just need less emotions. But our next group decided.
I guess. We did a lot of talking about how we felt about it at the beginning, so I can put it at the end. But yes, I would definitely say these. It was good. Not gonna lie, the first one was better than the second one. But it's just because I like more of the story. Tell me more things.
We had certain expectations.
Yeah.
That we didn't want to look.
But yeah, definitely should read. I would recommend it to somebody.
Yeah. Someone likes emotions more than that.
Somebody who wants more. It's definitely more on it's more focused on the relationship part than the fantasy part. I know. See, I'm not going to lie to you. It has a lot of cool fantasy bits in it and a lot of cool world building that weren't fleshed out as much as I wanted them to be because I liked it and I liked the magic power. I liked the magic setup of the world. I liked the world. I liked the backstory.
I feel like if this was turned into a movie where you can't see all their internal emotions, it'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just stomp through the woods for like 2 seconds and then cut to the scene where they actually talk about it. It'd be great.
That'd be good. I would say I'd give it a 4 to 4 quarter.
I was like, girl, that's a 10. I'm like, oh my god.
I know the story only goes up to 5.
Yes, I'd agree.
4 to 4.5. Our next book we have decided to take a break from the romances, and we are going to do, because it is popular now, I'm very making a movie about it. Very made a movie. We're going to do Project Hail Mary for you sci-fi lovers.
Very good movie. I've written the book. That's a very good movie.
Oh, you've seen the movie already? I haven't seen either. I haven't done, so I'm completely fresh. Again, I'm like slightly jaded. Yeah. I say people like people watch the channel. I believe there will be people eventually
No, baby.
who watch it. But yeah, we're gonna do Project Hail Mary. We're gonna read it. So yeah, next week, let's read Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Chapters 1 through 5. I'm sorry you don't like sci-fi, or I guess it's not. It's not.
It's sci-fi.
Is it sci-fi?
It's straight sci-fi.
Or are you just out in space? I feel like there's a different term.
It's I feel like the sci. There's absolutely aliens and alien tech stuff.
Like Star Trek or Star Wars. Okay, for all you Trekkies, we'll be reading Project Hail Mary. Goodbye. Goodbye.